D.C. continues to grapple with its autonomy amid all of the changes coming from the Trump administration. Now, one Maryland congressman is bringing back an old idea.
Yeah, making the district a city in the state of Maryland. Our Lionel Donovan is live along the D.C.-Maryland line near Silver Spring. He has more on how people from D.C. and Maryland are reacting to this proposal. Lionel, tell us more.
Good afternoon. Well, like you were saying, this roundabout right here sits right on the line that separates D.C. from Maryland. But as the district continues to deal with threats to its budget along with its autonomy from the Trump administration, Congressman Jamie Raskin is offering to erase this line and bring D.C. into Maryland, at least for as long as President Trump is in the White House.
I saw Mayor Bowser and I said, if you guys want to think about coming back to Maryland for this period, you will definitely be safer in the Free State than you'll be under the brutal thumb of MAGA colonialism, you know.
While it might have been banter, it's an idea that's been kicked around before. It's called retro-cession. A bold offer is presented to D.C. as it faces an uncertain future. Earlier this week, Congressman Jamie Raskin suggested that D.C. temporarily rejoin Maryland as a way to get out from under the federal government's rule. The offer comes after a continuing resolution from Congress passed that would force D.C. to make more than $1 billion in cuts to its essential services. Although nearly 75% of D.C.'s budget comes from local tax dollars, the resolution froze those funds. In response to Raskin's offer, Mayor Muriel Bowser sent WUSA 9 a statement that reads in part, quote, 700,000 Washingtonians proudly govern our own affairs, and the results speak for themselves, end quote. But on the D.C.-Maryland line, some folks are open to the idea, and others say D.C. might not survive all of the capital's changes.
I think they like being at their own thing. Plus, D.C. has its own culture, and Maryland has its own culture. And then if you take away D.C., what's part of the DMV?
Anything that can be done to help D.C., I think, will be helpful. You know, it would be a great move. Although to keep D.C.'s autonomy has been like a fight that D.C. has always been fighting for a long time.
It's a very trying times for a lot of people, I think, in this city and in the country. Right. With what's going on with the present administration that's in there now. I don't know how sustainable it is.
Now, Lorenzo, if a D.C. merger were to actually happen, it would require congressional approval, and that is unlikely given the GOP control of Congress. I did reach out to Congressman Raskin's office today to see if he had anything he wanted to say to follow up on these comments, and I'm still waiting to hear back. But for now, we're live near Silver Spring. Lionel Donovan, WUSA 9.
Yeah, Lionel, touching on what you said there with the president and Congress getting the final say on this legislation either way, we know where this would go. Nowhere. Lionel, thank you.